Hi, my name is Anna Durden. This is a collection of pieces that I would like to show you. Thank you for your consideration and nomination. This piece is a piece that I did in sepia and sanguine. It is of a burning fireplace. I really liked the composition of this piece because I wanted to do something that was different and had more detail than a typical sepia piece, rather than doing something like a portrait. I wanted to do something that was darker than a typical sepia piece, so most of this piece is done in sanguine. I used a blending stump for most of it, a majority, and I used my fingers for the background. I think that the contrast of this piece gives it a lot of life. It shows a lot of vibrancy, like the contrast of the dark sanguine and the bright orange sepia. This piece is a graphite piece that won 3rd place at the Georgia National Fair in the drawing division. It is of a person walking on a tightrope. The idea was that somebody fell off and that they're trying to help them back up. And it's supposed to have a lot of emotion and somewhat angst behind it. I think it really shows a good balance between life and death. I feel like if you look at the hands, you can see the struggle of the weight weighing on the top hand. I think that the highlight on the toe in the middle of the page really just brings that whole portion to life. And I really like the fabric up at the top. This piece was pretty much thought up in my head, and I didn't really use any pictures. I took pictures of my own hand and drew from my own hand and took pictures of the sides of my feet and my friends' feet. And I just took little pieces from all those pictures and compiled them together to make this piece. This is a painting I did. One of my first paintings I've ever done. It is done with stippling for the part of the orange, and the background is done with a sponge. The orange is drawn from life. I ripped it apart with my bare hands and I positioned it to make it look interesting. This was my first time using the stippling method and also the sponging method. I had never done either of those before, and it was my first time doing a still life. This piece is acrylic on canvas, and it really uses warm colors. I really enjoyed the color scheme of this painting. I think that it brings a lot of warmth and vibrancy into what would be just a simple orange on canvas.